Okay, we're live. Hey, what's going on, Appliance Boot Camp? This is Mike Sneed coming to you. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Today is going to be really quick. I actually just got back our Lions Club. We have a Lions Club that I'm a part of. We actually had the actual graduates that actually are graduating. We had a scholarship presentation earlier tonight, so we gave out scholarships. Also, we had the induction of our Leo Club, the high school kids and stuff. So I'm running in from that. Also, I have some people next door. We're gonna Mr. JT Automation himself there next door, and we actually shooting some videos over there in the ice cream parlor. So it's gonna be pretty quick today. Um, like I say, I'm gonna thank everybody. We're gonna be actually you see some videos coming out in a couple of days for the actual convention that's coming on. You're gonna see we're gonna be I'm gonna take some videos down at the serving spoon where we're gonna have our actual gala. I'm gonna take some videos out at the actual Rudy Theater, so you all will be able to see exactly the theater and stuff we're gonna have. So I'm gonna be doing all of that stuff. I'll be coming out with the itinerary. We are putting all of that stuff together, finalizing everything. It's going to be a great time. I'll also be introducing the act that's going to be taking over. Like I said, unfortunately, Tyran had a death in the family, and we have another performing act on Rockin' on Rayford that weekend. But this right here, I want to thank everybody for joining us. This is going to be a great week for me. This week, I'm actually we got the ice cream parlor that we're doing out in Rocky Mount. It should be passing inspection this week. I'll be going out there tomorrow, Wednesday. I gotta go and actually provide ice cream to the inspection department and town hall down there in Rocky Mount. So I'll be going down there and I'll be doing some videos and stuff for you all there. And then we got Labor Day weekend coming up. I'm actually finishing stuff here. It's just great time, great time, great time. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. As you all know, I had told you all, and I had Tyson to come on and tell you all too. We talk about the joys of the ice cream parlor business. And like I told you all too, like the same thing with the appliance repair business. A lot of times I can't really tell you all how much these businesses actually start really produce. Because if I told you all the truth about them, a lot of you all would be saying what they say I'm capping about these the appliance repair. You would say I was capping if I told you how much that thing will really produce. Same thing if I told you how much an ice cream parlor will produce for you. You would think I'm capping. Well, CNBC. Sometimes somebody told me they think they're watching us because when we first started talking about appliance repair and how much money you can make in the skilled trades, it wasn't much longer after that they done that video telling people about the skilled trades and the money they can make with the plumbers and all that stuff, and it just opened up the floodgates. Well, it look like they've done the same thing again. We're going to share this screen with you. Look like they've done the same thing again, but this time look like they've done it with the ice cream parlor business. Look like they've done it with the ice cream parlor business. Um, what we have right here, we have this young lady. She's 32 years old, and she's making $230,000 a year in Washington D.C. Selling ice cream. Her and her mom. If you were to look at the video, let me see if I can do it with the sound. Matter of fact, let me go back out and I'll come back and I'll present it and I'll share it with the sound, and we'll see if we can actually hear it with the sound. Yep, I got share tab with audio. Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna see if we can listen to it. Give it a few seconds for it to pop up. Can you all hear it? If you can hear it, put a one.
I've always been very protective of my mom. I think it comes from being an only child. only daughter to a single mother as an immigrant family.
On that one, yeah.
So when she called me and said, hey, I want to do this, will you help me? It was never a question of was I going to help her or not. It was obviously a yes. We make ice cream every single day. There you go. My name is Annie Geo Park. I am 32 years old and I make over $230,000 a year in Washington, D.C.
As a mother, most important thing is that their own child is happy. I think Annie really enjoyed this work.
And I'll get you toppings as well.
She sees her life very optimistic way. That makes me so happy and comfortable and appreciated.
And for you, hon? Sour gummy worms, 1 scoop of cotton candy, 2 scoops.
Okay. This right here, she has a salary where she has herself on salary for $118,000. That's one of the things that I found out that I'm actually having to revise the ice cream parlor business. It's a little bit different than we do with our actual than we're doing with our actual appliance repair business. With this one, you're gonna have to actually you have to put yourself on a salary and the ice cream parlor business, and you be able to take out an actual profit. So it because of the nature of the ice cream parlor business, it's not just you working like it is if you're doing the appliance repair. It's pretty much you working, so you can take 25% owner's pay off. You're not going to be able to do that with the actual ice cream parlor. You're going to have to actually put yourself on an actual salary and go through payroll, and then from there, I still take the 10%, but I don't do a 25% owner's pay with the actual ice cream parlor. That's something I had to change because what happened the ice cream parlor, you have to buy all your products and all that stuff up front, and it costs a lot of money sometimes to buy your products, and then you make your products and stuff, and your money come in on the back end of it. Unlike appliance repair, you don't have to have a lot of operating cash in the appliance repair. But I go deeper into that with the appliance with the ice cream parlor business, where I'm actually changing the numbers, where I changed the numbers and it works. So that's why you see she get 118,000. That's her salary, and then she gets profit. So we're gonna see how much. I think she profit like 112,000 is what she got out of her profit account. You can see there she brought in profit.
I was born in Seoul, South Korea, and I moved to the States when I was 9 years old with my mom. So we came here with 2 luggage and we walked into our apartment building, which was completely empty, like not even toilet paper in there. That empty apartment still is a very much of a visual reminder of where we started in the States. So music was something that I had carried on since I was in Korea. I grew up playing the piano. When I came over to the States, my mom said, you got to pick an instrument that's cheaper because we cannot buy you a piano right now.
Now she graduated from Boston College, and she has a master's degree from Harvard University.
I definitely got that taste of entrepreneurship when I was at the Harvard iLab.
I'm gonna stop it right there because this is something that I having to fight with especially with my kids. My kids look at scooping ice cream as you're not doing anything. You need to be going to college, and they say all you're doing is scooping ice cream, and I'm telling them this is not new to me. I know this. I know the numbers that this thing can turn, and I've been telling you all. I said this thing right here can turn you some numbers. It can make you some money, and I'm telling my kids and them that, and I'm telling my sister-in-law that. I'm telling everybody I can talk to this thing will make you some money. But they say they look at it as is not something where you're making any money, and that all you're doing is just scooping ice cream. So let this just go.
Attending a lot of the events that they had, speaking with a lot of the founders of new startups and watching all the pitching competitions. And that's what really drove me into, I think I want to be an entrepreneur too. I just don't know where to start. Our split is very much like you take the gas and I'll take the water. You take the electricity and I'll take the Wi-Fi. So it's more categorized than the amount itself. We pay $41.50 for this place right now in DC, but I think the bigger expense for me is the reinvestment into the third shop. So I have about $38,000 left in federal student loans, and I'm not paying it at the moment due to COVID forbearance. Food is always a big expense for us, and going out, there's just never an end of all these amazing restaurants in DC. I think for groceries, we probably spend about anywhere from $300 to $400 a month. While as for restaurants, it could be anywhere from like $50 bill to like $200 bill. And we go out anywhere from like 1 to 3 times a week. But if it was a more of an expensive month, it could be anywhere from like $600 to $800 for just on restaurants alone.
2, 3, 5, it's our turn.
Also, I love salsa dance. So we started going to a local studio called Salsa with Sylvia, and they had an amazing $80 or $100 per month, and it's unlimited classes. So we would go every single day and take 2 or 3 classes per day. So I think I calculated at one point where I was paying like $6 per class.
And the ice cream machine she had, that's an Emery Thompson 24 quart. She put them in 3-gallon
That's
containers.
when my mom called me and said, hey, like, I think I'm going to start up a new business because I'm tired of being retired. To be honest, at first I was like, ice cream shop? Like, why are you going back into small business? You sold that first business because you were so tired of being a business owner all the time. And it took a while for me to get there to realize, like, I want to dive into this 100%.
I'm going to stop right there. Now, you see her mom had to take out $100,000 SBA loan to actually, they actually bought their parlor. And her daughter threw in another 30,000, 40,000, I think, for them to get going. That's why I tell you all, you're going to need, this is not a business that you're going to be able to do broke. It's not a business you can get in broke, but your appliance repair business generates enough cash for you to enter into this. This is why I said this right here is a good retirement. Her mom and I are pretty much the same. Her mom ran a business for about 20-some years, stepped out and retired, wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit less stressful, and she went to ice cream. Same thing. I ran a business for 20-some years. I wanted to do something a little less stressful. I could do something with my kid, just like her. And I researched and found ice cream just like her mom did. I didn't quite have to go that much. I paid for my building. I bought an underserved area, and our number. I will get to the numbers. So I had to buy my building for underserved area, but I put about 60,000-70,000 into everything. After I paid for the building, renovated it, and everything, I threw about 60 or 70,000. So I got about a third of what they probably got into theirs. They took the money from the sale of the business and everything. So they probably had about 700,000-800,000 thrown in that thing.
The word of mouth in that community is amazing. All of our neighbors showed up, their friends and their family all showed up, and we saw this long line starting at 11 a.m. when we opened, and that line did not until we closed at 9 p.m. that day. And my mom was like, oh my gosh, now we have to make ice cream overnight because now we don't have anything for tomorrow. I think we went home at like 3 a.m. and then came back to open the shop at like 9 a.m. And so my goal is to keep expanding Sarah's Handmade as a recognized ice cream brand in the neighborhood.
The ice cream is super good.
What's your favorite flavor here?
Mint.
I think we can definitely pursue our third shop, our fourth shop, fifth shop in the area, and just become the area's known ice cream as the top quality ice cream that we serve and not lose our touch with the community.
Today's going to be 8:47.
Of course, we had a little conflicting time, of course, because I never work with her.
리버로드 가면 리버로드가 좀 문제야, 이게. 그 리버로드는 뉴 커스보다 훨씬 낮아.
But working together means you have to cooperate each other. It was not easy because I'm a morning person. She is like a night person. I just want her to come early, start doing something together, but she was like more laid back in the morning. But now we realize that who has a strength to do what.
She's very much in charge of the quality of our products and the production. Like I always say, I'm the HR director, and she's the head of product. But one layer is going to be more than enough because you have a ton of ice.
Okay, hey, what this look like? Most of her employees are high school and college kids. Same thing we do. We hire high school and college kids. I prefer the high school and college kids versus getting people who need who have real bills and who needs a job. Um, I think they have about 35 employees at their two shops, and with the numbers they running, that's about right. We have 9 employees at my little shop, and the reason why you got 9 employees, but she got 35. They're not working no full 40 hours when they high school and college kids. They all working probably 10, maybe 8 hours every week, and you need that many employees because they're high school and college kids. If I need 3 people on staff, I gotta schedule 4 because somebody's gonna call out, and you just bring them in, but you give them at a lower cost. And the same thing she said. You don't know how many times I have to sit over here and talk to these kids about college decisions, about their majors and all that stuff, helping them fill out college applications and everything.
On here. So we can go ahead and just scrape this off. I still call my employees like my kids as if they're my classroom students because I think I have a very mentor-like instead of a boss relationship with them. You reach?
I pushed it back on
Yeah, fair use, fair
And is
use.
teaching them SAT,
I edit college essays for them all the time. I write recommendation letters.
recommendation letter, many of them, right?
Yeah.
That's a very, I think, impressive.
When it starts to fog, that means we opened it up for too long. I have my seniors now who are basically my managers on duty, and they don't need anyone else to be there with them. I'm just extremely proud of them to see that from I've never had a job, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, I feel awkward greeting customers, and then you see them flourish into these shift supervisors.
And I have seen the exact same thing. I had young men and young ladies that come into the ice cream parlor who were supposedly what they call God knows they had some type of label on them where they hyperventilate or they anxiety and stuff. And you'd be surprised after the first year or so they thrive and they don't have any problems with anxiety. They become leaders. They can actually operate the store when you're gone, and they just become like the managers of it.
I'm not sure if this sounds cliche, but I want to be able to do it all. I want to be able to be a successful businesswoman who is connected with my employees and my customers. I want to be a good partner to my boyfriend. I also want to be a good daughter where I'm able to treat my mom to things and have her really this time retire.
I was divorced when she was 5, and I had to raise her my own. When I left Korea, there was 2 bags, 9 years old, young daughter. Ever since then, she was my companion. She is my life companion.
I never expected to work with my mom in this business, and I think you deserve this. I think every success that we've seen, no matter the obstacles and challenges you might have had, I think that it was all worth where we are now. One of the main lessons that I really have learned from my mom is her outlook and the attitude that shapes how you pursue happiness. Even when we had that empty apartment building, she was like, look what we can buy now, and look at your room. Like, how do you want to decorate your room? You can't control other people, but how you see your world and how you fit in, and be brave. Go out there and take those risks because no one's going to do it for you.
Okay, there we go. So that's what it is. But like always, they always show us that, and they show us the $230,000 salary that she has. But you go there and read the article, because I think what's more telling, because we're just seeing what she's getting out of it, what the daughter's getting out of it, you know. And right here, you see that she what's called. They have she both of them work full time in there, her and her mom, and I'm pretty sure her mom is pulling the same amount as she has. So her mom is pulling another 230 off of that business. They got right now two ice cream parlors, and they're doing $1.86 million. So let's see if we can find how much each one of those stores are doing. Let's go. So if we were to read this, I'm running the ice cream shop. Now this is the stuff that we need to be looking at. This is the stuff. That original store that she has, that store been open about 7 years. The original one in Bethesda, Maryland. I think that's right near Baltimore, if I think right. I don't know, but that store alone is doing 1.1 million in annual revenue. The newer store right now is doing 767,000. And and I know it ain't for like that. Those stores in order for them to run, they it only costing you about 25-30%. So this store right here is kicking out about between 600 to 700,000 off of that first store. This one right here, same thing. That store that's kicking them out about maybe 500,000, another half a million. Because there ain't no money into that thing. Because most of your money is based into your labor costs. Your labor cost is actually your machine. So that's another thing too. I'll get to the machine. The machine is making all the ice cream. It doesn't cost you much for somebody to pay somebody $8, $10 an hour to dump the ingredients in the machine and let the machine make it. Now, what I teach you all start off with because most of us starting off, you don't have I don't know how much they probably had about 500,000 to 700,000 they invested into that ice cream parlor to get it up and running. We don't have that. We don't. We don't have that type of money. A lot of us to throw it in. So we starting off at less than $20,000, and I tell you, start off with a CB350 to get going. That's just to get you into the game and learn you how to make the ice cream and stuff. Unfortunately, that CB350 it's not going to get you no more than about 100, maybe 150,000 a year, maxing out. It's going to max out about 150,000 is what that thing will max you out at. Because it just don't make enough ice cream to crack up in there to those numbers that she has. You just not. It takes you 10 minutes to make 1.5 gallons. So it'll take you an hour almost to make 6 gallons of ice cream. You're gonna have to step it up to like a 24 quart or either 44 quart. The 24 quart, I can make 6 gallons of ice cream in about 10 minutes. I have two 24 quarts. So I can make 12 gallons of ice cream right now in 10 minutes. And now you have now moved yourself from being just an ice cream parlor to now you have a manufacturing facility where you actually manufacturing ice cream, where you actually bringing in raw goods, turning them into a product, and you selling not only your ice cream out the front, but you got enough to sell to other ice cream parlors. You now have enough where you can actually go out and put it onto a truck and sell at events. You now got a whole manufacturing facility that you can actually manufacture ice cream. Once you get you one or two of those 24 quarts. It don't take long for you to start cracking up there and start hitting those 500 and $700,000 numbers, especially when you start comboing it out where you're out here doing events, you actually wholesaling, and you running one or two stores. And these numbers that they have are real numbers. These are real numbers. I was just talking to. I'm gonna stop sharing this right now too. I was talking to somebody earlier today. When I put people into the ice cream parlor business, it's the same thing as when they go into what you call they go into the actual a prepare business. Um, I have yet to have somebody to say, "Hey, I'm done. This ice cream is it." I mean, people who have ran their businesses for 20, 30 years. After a weekend of selling ice cream, they told me, "Hey, I'm closing that business down. I'm just going to do ice cream." Um, and it's great. It's a great business. It's a great business. And like I say, you got the combination where you got your appliance repair business where that's up and running, and you got the money now to go out and invest into like an ice cream parlor business and get that up. And it don't matter if it's in a good side of town. It don't matter if it's in a bad side of town. Everybody's charging about the same thing for ice cream. It's about $5 per scoop. So if you're in if you're in a poor side of town, they're paying $5. If you're a expensive side of town, they're paying $5. That's just the going rate, and everybody can pay $5. If you want to go to something cheaper, you can drop down and do your Italian ice, or water ice. That's a cheaper product. It costs a whole lot less to make it because all you got is water and sugar in there, and you have to sell more sales, but it still crack out the same amount of money because you whatchamacallit, you ain't got that much money tied into making it. So either one of those business models work, and that's what Tyson and I brought Tyson on, and he was telling you how you do it. That's how you do it. And the other thing too, that this thing that I'm showing you all is showing you how to actually take that actual ice cream parlor and go out and buy real estate. I'm developing real estate off of ice cream. If you all believe it or not, I'm buying real estate and developing it off of ice cream. And those little ice cream parlors, they pull in. I told you they pull in more than a Subway. And you come in this little area I'm in right now in Southern. It was dead. Not say dead. I mean it was dead. It's coming back to life now. Right now, I have yet to go home and not go to the mailbox and get a letter when somebody want to buy these two buildings from me, where they asking me, do I want to sell, or people calling asking me, do I want to sell my two buildings. The actual foot traffic and stuff has picked up. The actual customer here has totally changed. This place right now, me and the other business owners, we talk all the time. Hey, the numbers right here, the numbers I got right. Because matter of fact, I tell them all the time, if I was doing the numbers I'm doing right now last year, I probably wouldn't open up that second location. Because I remember when I actually got started, and I would go to our actual site, and I would see people talking about they making 500,000, 800,000, $1 million selling ice cream. I was like, how y'all doing this? Because I'm not getting nowhere clear near this. And I remember a lot of people hit me back and say, man, give it about 2 or 3 years. It's gonna change. Give it about 2 or 3 years, it's gonna change. And sure enough, this right here, this third year, this thing has woken up, and it's actually standing up on its own, and to the point where it is enough to actually uh, 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 take care of me, my family, and everybody. But the next one I'm opening up, that's just gonna be my money. I'm gonna stop talking about people buying the Lamborghinis and the Porsches and stuff because I might get me a toy with the money come off the next one if the next one pops. That's the money I've told everybody. That's my I'm gonna make that my toy. I'm gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the actual chat. And like I say, if you want to get that ice cream parlor, you better get it because I'm making some changes to it, and the price is going up. The price is going up on that. And I'm separating everything. I'm separating everything. You're not going to get everything anymore because I'm at the point now where I'm like I was telling people too. I'm getting to be a little bit selfish here now too. I'm getting to the point where I say, hey, I'm gonna focus more on my businesses now. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying working on my businesses. I'm enjoying uh, growing them and stuff. And this YouTube stuff is getting to the point where it's fun to come out here and talk and stuff. But I'm enjoying doing real business again. And I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it, and I'm starting to get a little bit selfish because I honestly was thinking about that. Say, hey, I don't know if I want everybody to be out here buying real estate with this ice cream parlor with me. I might want to be selfish and just go grab all these little small commercial lots myself. So I'm gonna read some of the stuff I got in the chat. Then I gotta get out of here. I just gotta shoot a couple of videos with JT. 63 Impala Rag Dude said, "What's up, Mike? Hey, how you doing, ABC fam? What's up, Wild Will? Say, yo, what's up, Uncle Mike? What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Paul Brown? So what's up, Mike and ABC? Mr. O, Mike, are you going to add commercial washers and dryers to the module, or is it going to be personal? No, I'm going to add them. I'm just waiting for after we get through the convention because I got to repaint everything, get everything situated, and I'm just waiting till after the convention. Then I'm going to add the other modules. I'm going to split everything off, and then from there, it's going to be quarterly. We'll do training here quarterly, and I'm going to be doing all of my working on my businesses. Henry God Slick, salute. Hey, how you doing? BK from the Rockies said nice discussion. Thanks. Oh yeah, one thing, fair use for me using that, fair use. Yeah, she got her brother. Yeah, she got her brother out there that she's actually splitting her money with. Okay. He said, Wild Will said he with O. Okay. BK, they found a way to have a family business to make it work. Yeah, I'm what you call. I've been showing that to my family. Say, come on, y'all, let's go. We got everything. Already here. I got everything lined up. Where everybody can come in and everybody can eat. Everybody can eat and everybody can be good. Bethesda, Maryland, outside Northern Virginia, and off the Red Line subway. She's making hella good money out there. Okay. Hey, what's up, John? Did that? They say, hey, everyone, sorry you're late. Okay. Daily revenue. I like the model you showed of your friend doing the mobile eats model. Can you show the numbers one day? Yeah, I have to. I can't show his numbers because he actually was a student that actually took the class. He actually took the class and he actually put that model together. We didn't know if it would work because I didn't know about delivering ice cream, but it's working because he's at the point. I can't say what exactly, but yeah, it's working, and it's funny because his friend now has seen what they've done. His friend is reaching out to me, and his friend is out. I think they're out. Out north, Kinston or someplace. He wants to do something, so his friend been calling him. But yeah, it worked. Yeah, way less space. Yeah, he just rent that little what it's called, ghost kitchen or whatever. How many cows? Excuse me, I said cows. How many customers do you serve a day during the summer, Mike? And then how much in the winter? In the summer, you might depend on the days. Monday, we close on Monday. So Tuesday through Thursday, you might do maybe 150, 150 customers in this small area. And like I say, you got less than 7,000 people living in Selma, so you'll get that during the actual day because we don't have no industries downtown. We don't have no restaurant downtown, so nobody's gonna come here and eat lunch on those days. So you just gonna get people after work that's going to actually come in after they eat dinner, come in and then grab some ice cream. So you'll get up between 100 and 150 Tuesday through Thursday. That was last year, and then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you might get about 300 customers on those days. Now, if we had events downtown or you had events going on, that actually change it. That's why we have try to do a lot of events downtown to get people to come down and actually spend the money and stuff with us. But those numbers are actually starting to change because now we'll be talking about it. A lot of business owners, we starting to see 150, 200. We starting to see 200 or more customers during the week now of people coming through, and then then you're getting maybe 400 customers, 500 on the weekend coming through. And just think we got I know at least two restaurants that's coming. We got a beer brewery. We got all the other businesses when they get there and start pulling with us. And then the other thing too, we have the restaurants and stuff. That's where people come for their desserts. And if we can stay open later and catch the late night snacks and stuff, we're gonna crack it. We're gonna make some money out this thing. Um, get you a farm with milk cows. Yeah, I don't want the cows, but I definitely want a farm. Quentin Hart said, "Hey, Mike and ABC fam. All right, okay." Um, Frankie, North Carolina F farm on. Hey, hey, what's going on, Frankie? How you doing? I did a voter event today and gave your boot camp info to about 30 dudes. I appreciate that, Frankie. Frankie is in the area with us. She does You Can Vote, and she's always getting the vote out. Thank you, Frankie. I really appreciate it. Wild Williams, you got a spot here. Yo got a spot here in Cali, 1 million storefront, 4 units with own parking lot. Okay. Nah, I don't want to move to the Carolinas helping us out. Nah, I'm just going to like underserved areas uh, and actually buying and dropping my ice cream parlors in. Kind of following the same thing that the Pelicans snow cones are doing. Okay, got your respect. Okay, way to go, daily revenue. Global warming. Okay. Jeremiah Brooks. Hey, Mike, I may be ahead of myself, but thanks to you, I'm knee deep into the appliance repair and have been slowly buying up property. Oh, congratulations, man. I'm thinking of an ice cream trailer. How is it going for you? Oh, the ice cream trailer. Ice cream trailer, believe it or not, they actually make more money than your actual brick and mortar. Because what happened with like I say, here you might get maybe 200, maybe 300 people that come through your front door. If you got the trailer, you go to an event. No, they got 2,000, 5,000 people sitting there. So you take your trailer and you drop it right there in the middle of 2,000 people, 5,000 people, and you're only there for like 2 to 3 hours, no, 3 to 4 hours most of the time if you're going to do a festival or some type of event. You're there 3 or 4 hours, and you there amongst all those people. Now you're gonna you can turn $3,000 to $4,000 real quick out there and come on back home. This past Sunday, I have to be careful with the numbers, but this past Sunday, we went out and we done a concert, and what you can do, you can find I have to be careful. God, I gotta be careful. You can find you some people. Uh, a lot of the towns now are, and a lot of the cities, they're actually. God, I gotta be careful. They got actually. They're doing a lot where they actually now is starting to outsource the events and celebrations and stuff. So they no longer want to deal with trying to get concert promoters, trying to set up the stage, trying to set up the sound and all that. So what they could do, they can go to somebody who does all that. The person who normally sets up the stages and the sound and all of that, they normally have an in with the towns, and they have an in with the bands and stuff like that. So what you can do, you can get with somebody who does like these promotions around these little towns, and what they do, they can actually bundle in the food trucks and stuff, where they say, hey, the town come to them and say, hey, we want you to throw us a concert, and we want to have this type of genre of music, because he works with all of them, and he sets up, or she works with all of them, and sets up all of the stuff. They what you call they they'll tell, oh, I do everything for this price, and then they reach out to their food truck vendors and say, hey, can you come out this weekend with us to here, and then you tell them, yeah, then they'll give you have to give them same thing you do like with your third party warranty insurance, where they the towns and wherever y'all gonna be at, going to want you to put them down as additional insurance with your food truck and all that. You just do that and send the information out to them, and then you in and you go there and you set up and you there. You make your money. They making their money because the town or whoever the people are who's paying them to put it on, don't pay them. They just want to make sure everybody's there. They have to actually pay the musicians. They ain't got to pay you. No, you make your money from the crowd. So if you there and the crowd's buying, you making money, and you show up the next time. And so that's what we're starting to do. And we have right now 3 people that does concerts. Matter of fact, one of them called us one of the huge one. But I'm going to be doing JTs at that weekend. Yeah, they call you and say, hey, you wanna show up and do this with me, and you go, and you just go hit those little concerts. And like I say, you could do one on Thursday, you could do one on Friday, you could do one on Saturday, you could do one on Sunday. The one we hit yesterday probably had maybe 300, 400 people there. Probably about 300 or 400 people there. But it was in an affluent area of town, and we made a nice little grip of money out there. Made a nice grip of money out there in about 3 hours, and came on back. And see, that's the other thing too. If you're doing ice cream, like some of the food trucks, because of the timing of when they had it, the concert didn't start until 3 o'clock. Most of the people had already ate Sunday dinner and all that stuff. So when they showing up to the concert, they already done ate. So they're not getting that much off the food truck. But they were wearing the ice cream out, especially with those kids and stuff. We had many families came back 3 and 4 times to get different flavors, to get more ice cream. And so they there, and it's hot. Man, give me some ice cream. Give me some ice cream. They'll spend the $5. They might not feel like eating a heavy meal. So the food trucks people, they they coming over talking to us. One of the guys with the food trucks, we talked a lot. He had 5 food trucks. He done everything from pizzas and all that. He didn't have a brick and mortar place. But he does 5 food trucks, and he was telling me all the different places he goes and stuff. And I was telling him I didn't want to do that anymore. I done chasing events last year. I said I just like doing this. Just come to these events, make me a couple of $1,000s and get on back home. And I want to build up my brick and mortar. A lot of the food trucks don't like the brick and mortar because you have to actually market that brick and mortar. You don't have to do no marketing with no food truck. You just show up and everybody there and they can't leave and they buy. So that's why they like the food trucks. You don't have to do no marketing, and you're going to bring customers in. But if you do the marketing and start bringing customers into the ice cream parlor or your restaurant, it can turn out pretty big. They networking. Okay. They networking. Who's this? Hey, what's going on, Frank Evans? All right. BK for the Rockies. Okay, and Mike, if the towns like outsourcing events, then hopefully they aren't difficult with approving permits for stuff. No, they're not. They from what I found, if you're doing events and stuff like that, they were actually they open for you coming in. Now they will do this. We do the same thing here in Southern. We don't want you bringing in somebody that's selling something that we already have. So if they bring it in, say like for instance, if they're gonna, we don't have a restaurant down here now. So what they do, we tell them, hey, we need you all to bring a food truck for our Rockin' on Rayford stuff. But at the same time, they don't bring no ice cream people in, and they don't bring nobody selling coffee down here because we have a coffee shop, we have an ice cream shop. So you ain't gonna bring nobody in competing with that, and that's great. Same thing. If I go to Clayton, I can't go downtown Clayton and sell no ice cream because they got Nancy Joe's homemade down there, and Clayton said, hey, we don't want you down here because we got Nancy Joe's. I can't go to Benson and sell anything because they have sisters, 2 sisters down there. But yeah, they'll let you in. Greg B, what's up? ABC and Mike. Hey, how you doing? Jeremiah Brooks, thanks for dropping the knowledge, change your life. Goal is to make the money. Make money. Yeah, very appreciative of you sharing the real world experience and perspective. Yeah, the goal is We make all this money, but we gotta take that money and go back and reinvest it. But like I was telling somebody, the problem is Ray, Tyrone, and Junebug ain't the problem in the community. We are the problem in the community because we go out and we make the money, but we never go back and reinvest and put any and build up any infrastructure or anything in our community. We take the money and just go blow it and spend it, and they'll never go back and redevelop it. We don't. We know they need grocery stores, but we never go there and try to build a grocery store. We know they need restaurants. We never go back and try to put restaurants. And so that's what I'm saying. Instead of waiting for somebody else to go gentrify and take all the money and all the profit and stuff out of it, we can go back to those same communities and put stuff in there that can make them proud and get money and stuff out of there and provide some training and all that stuff. And like I say, that's 35 high school kids that she's actually training. Same here, we got 9 high school kids and that we here training all the time, giving them jobs, and you can tell the difference when they first start coming to work and when they start getting 3 or 4 paychecks in their pocket. You can tell that they working. You can tell that they working, and it looks good. It's a great feeling. Mr. Mike, I was talking to my dad about ice cream polish yesterday. He tried to tell me the only way you can make money selling ice cream is if you don't pay any rent. Okay, let's see what he said. He said someone's grandfather would have to buy the place 100 years ago or something so they can sell ice cream rent free. That's the only way they can make money selling ice cream. Uh, let's see. I never realized people had such ideas towards business. Sure. Yeah, nah, that ice cream parlor. You see, she buying her third building. Ice cream parlor kick off enough money to buy a building. It'll kick it off enough to buy a building. Pay cash for it. My appliance repair bought this building. Bought these buildings. Appliance repair makes enough money to go buy your building. I bought these 2 buildings through appliance repair. But that property I bought and the one I'm developing in Rocky Mount, the ice cream parlor is doing that. The ice cream parlor is paying for all of that. And if I was to go get another one, the ice cream parlor is going to pay for it. It kick off enough cash to do it. You see, she's doing it, and she's doing it in the D.C. area, high end area. She's buying those buildings. She ain't renting those buildings. They buying those buildings. Most people that get going and get it up and running, they look to buy those buildings. Most of those people who own the ice cream parlors, unless you're like in a strip mall or something, most of them own those buildings that they're in. The people who run the ice cream parlors, from the group up I talk to, majority of them are buying their buildings. So yeah, it kicks off enough cash to actually do it. Once again, like I say, I gotta get out. I gotta go check up with JT and them next door. Reggie Crew, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? I'll be back on Thursday. Like I say, having a great time here, getting ready for the national convention. And I will, if you haven't bought tickets yet, there's a link in the description. Buy some tickets. We have tickets at the door, and I'll read a couple more. And I'm getting out of here. Mr. O, I tried to explain to him that if one sold $5 cups to $500, easily doable, but he wouldn't listen. He then went on to say that that a restaurant is a foolproof. Oh no, we're gonna say that a restaurant is a foolproof business. Nah, I don't like no restaurant. Reason I don't like a restaurant is what you call your food perishes. Restaurant, you bake too many sweet potatoes, you got to throw them out the door the next day at the end of the night. Ice cream, if I have what you call, if I make too much butter pecan ice cream, I just put it in the freezer. It'll stay there 3 to 4 months. We always say if it's there more than 3 weeks, it was bad when you put it in the container. It don't stay there that long. Most of our stuff is moving fast anyway. So we make a bunch of ice cream. We make a bunch of ice cream. So it's moving fast anyway, and it freezes and you don't have nothing to throw away. So it's easy with the ice cream part. Don't have any perishable foods. But no, ice cream parlor is good. That was just my thing. My thing was I just wanted to get 100 people through the door. At $500, I get $5 a cup. That give me $500, and with 100 people, you need really one person at the place. And we're not open 8 hours. During the week when we get 100 people, no, you only open from we only open from 1 to 6, and so that is for 5 hours at $8. That's $40. So I'm clearing about $460, and you don't have to be there. And so yeah, it's good. It's good. And if you're doing that, just think if we just we just gonna just do a simple math. Uh, all right. So we open 6 days a week. So we're just gonna say if you got 30 days in a month. So we're closed every Monday. We just take out four days. That gives us 26 days to actually make that $500. Very doable. Very doable in this ice cream business. So you gotta have 100 sales. So with that, 26 times 500, that gives you 13,000 a month times 12. That gives you 156,000, and that's about how much a what you call it do. That's about how much a CB350 do and can keep up with. You gonna be tipping it, and that's where we started at. That's where we started at with a CB350. You just don't make enough ice cream to crack up into the to the threes and 400,000. But once you start getting those numbers up, where you can actually and you won't make enough ice cream to be able to go out to events as much either. 'Cause it just takes too long. Not like you're just doing like 3 or 4 flavors. Um, but once you get to a point where you get 300, 400 people coming through the doors, and you can get out there and get to where you got 1,000, 5,000. Some of the places the place that they want us to go, you got 25,000 people there. You drop off right in the middle of that, and you the only person there. They can't go nowhere. You got them. You got them, and you can make some money there. John Dizak, there's always room for ice cream. Yeah, like I said, when I was in Aruba, we had right across from where we was at, we had at least 5 ice cream parlors that we could walk to. I mean, right beside each other. Some of them was less than two. You walk less than two minutes, less than a minute, and you get to three of them, and all of them was packed every night. Matter of fact, it's crazy. Here it is. We in Aruba, but we was eating ice cream every day. Because I wanted to try some of their flavors that they have that we might not have here. Quitting hard. Okay. All right. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm getting out of here. I'll be back on Thursday. Talk to you later. Bye bye.